Welcome to the Fourcast today.
Three
Hold
and
on,
a
this is
half.
my homie Mika.
Wow.
We got Wilkes will be coming on shortly. Got stuck in a little traffic, so he'll be coming on. But
Yeah, weather's bad here.
Weather's bad.
So,
Traffic is traffic in Texas. If you live here,
That's crazy.
you already know.
It was 70 degrees in Chicago.
And we like I say sometimes we work at the same place. He got off at 5. We can hear all that.
you say he got off at what?
He got off at 5. I don't even know. I don't know if he's home yet or not.
Damn.
Yeah.
Wow.
He must be driving in reverse.
Construction, traffic, accident. But welcome to the Fourcast. We review movies, documentaries, films like you've never seen before, a completely different way. Myself, Doc, A-Trap, and Wilkes. We do this every single week, same time.
Yep.
8:30 Central, right here on all of the BS3 network platforms. We're live on Roku. We're live on Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, everywhere and anywhere. You know, you listen to podcasts. That's where we're at. Doc, how you doing tonight?
Fantastic, man. I got a busy week though. Shoot. Monday night the Forecast. Tuesday night, Queen 3 and King. Wednesday night, Life Happens. Thursday night, built for this network. Busy. My side piece is gonna be mad at me this week.
You got a front piece?
Huh?
You got a front piece?
No, they all side pieces.
Uh-oh.
That's why I asked. Nobody couldn't give me a good answer. I said, "What if you got all ain't got nothing but side pieces? What you call them?" And nobody couldn't give me no good answer. So I don't know.
Pieces. Reese's Pieces.
Side piece connection. But we
These
coming at
ain't jokes. Like earthquakes.
Earthquake.
yeah. Yeah.
Love it.
A-Trap, how you doing?
Dawkins, welcome to my world, because that's my week every week.
Oh yeah, I can't. No, I can't. Not every week.
Yeah. And your boy I'm about to switch gyms because Planet Fitness is a 24-hour joint from Sunday to Thursday.
Yeah.
And I be waking up at erratic times, so I could just jump up, knock it out, and then do my thing.
That's what she said.
That is what she said. Like that little boy on the desk.
I'm just glad you're in Chicago and I'm in Dallas, so that she is a different she, man.
Hey, share alike. But
bros before hoes.
Yeah, but
these ain't jokes.
These ain't jokes. It's life. I told you before the show.
And I'm on this guava margarita tonight made with that Don Julio. So, and I might have took just one hit before we started, you know. So
feeling it.
We good. Yeah, that Don. No, you got to be on that Añejo Don Julio.
Oh, negro.
Yeah, Añejo.
Gotta roll.
But yeah, man, I'm about to hit that gym, get my stripper body back. Then when I move to Dallas,
Oh, so wait, hey, let's just do a little on the air producing, Ben. So I was thinking the Sunday before Memorial Day for me to have that BS3 network get together over here.
Okay.
Because if everything lines up right, the weather will be right, so the pool will be in play. You know, I'll break the blackjack stuff out. So I'm thinking that's the way, and then that way we off. And look at he talking to Aria, his wife. Must be his wife because he be nice right now. Hell, I know the difference. You know, he'd be frowning up if it was Ari, but with his Erica, he's like, yeah, baby, but he ain't really feeling it. But yeah, if the weather and stuff is right, like I said, they bring the pool in play, and then you'll have that Monday Memorial Day off to recoup. You know, so that's why I'm thinking the Sunday before Memorial Day, and if it lines up properly. Macedonia is planning on doing a BS3 network day at church. So maybe we go to their service and then over here afterwards, you know, because we don't have no time limit that night. You know, and he was talking about having Pastor Smith, Derek Smith, preach at Macedonia from Man Talk Mondays and Overcomers Empowerment Ministry.
That's what's up.
That's right. And then we come here. So
that's what's up.
If we can coordinate it for the same
fellowship hall. Meeting the fellowship. Everybody being a dish.
Yeah. So
anyway.
yeah,
I like that. I think that would be dope.
Yeah.
All right, let's get into a couple comments. Raider Kev, thank you for tuning in. He said weather cut my workout short. You can't predict anything. We had hail today. Well, it was supposed to be hail. I didn't hear anything, so I don't know. Good evening. She said, "I got you on the dancing, A-Trap." Ivan is too
much. Mika, she don't want to see me. Hey, Mika, you don't none of that. You don't none of that. You don't want to see none of that.
Kirby,
I sure don't want to see it.
All right, so tonight, man, we got a great recommendation by the one and only A-Trap.
Phat. Did you put in the comment section about the Facebook allowing Restream to show their name and stuff like that?
No, let me do it real quick. We got CJ Boyd in the building. So
CJ did it already though.
Yeah, but there may be some new. We gotta assume that there are some new users every week.
Definitely.
For some reason,
CJ was good. He got the Everybody Hates Chris. Avi is his logo.
Mm-hmm. What's up, Kirby? I ain't gonna speak to Mika. CJ.
But yeah, man, we got a good one tonight. Amazon original. Phat Tuesdays is what we're gonna be reviewing tonight. You can go watch it. 4 episodes. I was thinking initial thoughts. I was thinking all right, this is gonna be hella long, but it wasn't. I mean, it went by that fast. Honestly, I wanted more, which I think they're gonna have a season 2. This was just season 1, so hopefully we get something else. But great job. Didn't know Guy Torry was that deep into the comedy scene. I just thought he was a dude. You know, I thought he was Guy Torry's brother, and he did some comedy, but I didn't know to this.
Joe Torry's brother.
Joe Torry's brother. Exactly. I'm gonna get them mixed up tonight.
Of course.
But
yeah, man. You want to talk about tied in, not just deep into the comedy game. I'm talking about an integral part of the comedy game, man. You know, significant, valid. You know, that dude. I'm surprising, man.
Yeah, very, very well done in what he was doing. He was organized. It wasn't
work ethic. Turning down parties to go to be able to put in work on his material.
I'm going to Janet Jackson.
Yeah, me too. Especially which one I'm saying they saw. Yeah, I saw her boob too. That wasn't the first time at the Super Bowl. I can't remember who said that on one of these episodes.
It was somebody, and the amount of comedians, man. The amount of comedians that was what the other dude at?
The other dude.
CJ. Well, he coming. He just a little late.
He'll be here.
Pause.
And at work, inside joke, me and because people always like, yeah, I was just talking to you on the phone. I was like, no, that wasn't me. He was probably talking to David. So our joke is the other black guy.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what is just 2 of y'all there?
OBG.
With phone privileges.
Phone privilege.
You got your phone privilege back?
Yeah.
But yeah, initial thoughts, A-Trap. I think you had already seen it, right?
Yeah, go to the doc.
Yeah, I hadn't seen it. Well, my initial thoughts were immediate credibility. With the heavy hitters about it, talking about it in the first 60 seconds or so. That's my initial thoughts. Immediate credibility. Because again, going into it, I'm like, okay, who making this? Who's telling the story, et cetera, et cetera. And within 60 seconds, I'm like, okay, no, this is going to be legit, whatever it is. Because they had too many heavy hitters, you know, in the first 60 seconds. So.
The fact that they had Steve Harvey, which the amount of things that he's done, they had half of the Kings of Comedy. Obviously,
he's not that funny, by the way. But go ahead.
Yeah, obviously, Bernie Mac.
Is it y'all got a clap button there?
Yeah, hold on. Let me find it.
for the last thing. You can play both on.
Yeah.
But Cedric Entertainer, right out the gate, it just had Anthony Anderson. They had genius comedians on there. So
yeah, Anthony Anderson ain't that funny either.
He all right. He all right.
I like him. He's just not that funny. There you go.
He's a good actor, exactly. Yeah, he all right. All right, so A-Trap, the one that recommended this, which round of applause to you. I mean, like, for real. To put this together, man, to recommend this.
Well, the crowd is mixed because I'm hearing some booing. I'm not really.
The hate, CJ.
Yeah, what did he say?
He said,
CJ, my cousin from Texas. Shout out to CJ. That's what I'm talking about. But hey, man, this was.
I just think he's not that funny. That's
Yeah, I'm gonna see. I'm me and CJ.
But on the back, as far as the industry is concerned, again, for instance, Cedric the Entertainer done rode with him for the longest, so I'm sure Cedric the Entertainer would defend him to the death. And and he got a lot of the comics pub on his radio show and stuff like that. So as far as what he does for us in the industry, I respect that. Even putting on whatever that lady is now recently on his shows and stuff like that do the cooking and that be cussing and stuff like that. So he still gives, just everyday folks shots. So I respect what he does in the industry. I just don't think he's that funny.
He was the worst of the kings of comedy. All right, go ahead.
But when I looked at this, y'all know I'm heavy into Africana studies, and it's this thing, meaning makings.
You understand what I just said? Since you're so into Africana studies.
Yeah, that's
okay.
I
heard tomorrow then.
That's the basis of Ebonics. Ebonics could be like just like Ebonics is this.
Right.
And depending on what the situation is, that's 4 different things.
All right. So
I understood that.
So when we're around other people's, we're gonna click so that way they don't know what we're talking about.
Exactly. See, I called it. Oh, you remind me of my nephew one time. My niece is dating a super dog dude. And they started calling him, this their sister, they started calling dude, ooh, knock, knock.
Somebody on this special on Fat Tuesday, they was scoring on somebody black. They're like, "You so black? Are you here?"
Yeah.
That was hilarious, man.
Yes.
Like, are you here?
But this is exactly what the fourth setting of Africana studies is cultural meaning making and allowing you to tell your own story. So that's why I enjoyed it. It was them telling their story, and Guy financed it. Guy put it out there. It was his footage. You couldn't beat it. It was, the token slogan of the day is Black excellence, and that's what when I saw this. This is what I saw.
Yeah.
Black excellence. That's why I suggested it.
Yeah, it brought me back to this place. What's up, Just Joe D. Great? It brought me back to the place that The Harder They Fall took us in a couple of the other movies that we saw where we came in here saying, man, it's a good day to be black. They made us feel that. Yeah. And that's what this did. It made me say, man, I'm black. I'm glad to be black, man, because of, they got that they invoked those feelings of black pride.
Exactly.
Yeah, man. It was wonderful, man. And then for the rest of us not to know about it, it was this place here in Chicago that was like that. And I'm not sure if he got his start there, but Mike Epps made his name there. It's this place called All Jokes Aside. And that was the first place I ever saw D.L. Hughley live.
Okay. And I've seen him live. He's D.L. Hughley to the truth, man.
Yeah, so
super intelligent too.
I remember that day, D.L. Hughley was like, I better stop cracking all these jokes about white folks before this be all jokes outside. So, but yeah, it was dope, man. It was a perfect example of us showing who we are and not allowing somebody else to tell us the story. I can't tell the story of dog.
Right.
Gotta give it to dog. Can't tell the story of Ben. Ben gotta tell it. Once this becomes wildly successful, nobody can walk up and go, hey, this is who these guys were. We would have to tell that story. And salute to Guy Torry for doing it.
Exactly.
Yeah, and hey, peep this, man. I had no idea Pauly Shore's mom was the gatekeeper on this thing.
Really?
I definitely knew that.
What the what?
I did not know that either.
So I immediately started saying, okay, he got his funny because he just sitting around. He got raised by funny, so he can't help but be funny. You know, your mama owned a comedy store.
Yeah, I knew that because, but like you mentioned it, maybe about 6 months ago, that I watch documentaries more than most people,
Right,
and I
that
do,
100.
and that it's just comedy, history, and hip hop are my things. Well, now that sports is gone, it's thirds, but I kind of don't. I'm not engaged anymore, but comedy, hip hop, and history has always been my thing.
Yeah, and I'd like to consider myself an above average comedy dude, you know, just simply because I take in so many live comedy shows, and it's going to be hard to put a comedy special up there that I'm not going to try to jump on. But yeah, this one was educational, man.
Yeah, it was great on so many levels, and the Robin Harris aspect of it, which we'll get into that, and do great with a fun fact. He actually went to his high school.
You can't say alumnus, can you?
Alumnus. He went to his high school.
Robin Harris from Chicago.
See how it went, H-Rap? He went to his real quick Niggasaurus, which I could. And he said he went to his. Black folks is my jam, boy.
And I love too, watching this was like, man, I love us, man.
Yeah.
There's certain stuff you watch where you just like, I love us. And that was the same thing with The Harder They Fall. It was like, I love us, man. This is what we do. We creative, out of the box.
As a matter of fact, all those movies that we done, How Do They Fall, Up to what we do,
Uptown Saturday, that one too gave me the same thing.
All the movies that we've done for us, by us, have made you walk away like our non-black audience members. They may have enjoyed it, but we were like,
isn't it something though, A-Trap? So we think about what we just said about Steve Harvey. Guess what? Steve Harvey couldn't get in and get no stage time at the Comedy Store. So Pauly Shore mom, Mitzi Shore, must have knew what we knew. He ain't that funny.
Exactly.
He white funny. He not black funny.
I don't think he white funny. He just a sucker. I mean, no.
He just, just one of those people that's just so loud all the time. He was the
He's the Stephen A. Smith of comedy. I said
Kevin Hart is the Stephen A. Smith of comedy.
Now, Kevin Hart is actually funny though.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Like I said, when we watched the movie, when we reviewed the Kevin Hart movie recently, that turned me to his favor a little bit. But before then,
okay, but
it was overrated as far as I'm concerned.
You can say, you said overrated, not funny.
Yeah.
He actually is rated. Steve ain't rated. I mean, the Stephen A. Smith of comedy, man. I mean, like, when you talk about the greatest comics ever, you're not gonna mention Kevin Hart, but we can go back to some of his when he as he on his rise to the top. Ascension, that's the word I was looking for. And you can go, oh man, that was funny. Like the thing with the ostrich, and he had the ostrich looking over at him. And
he got some funny moments for sure.
But Steve Harvey, about funniest the last funeral I went to.
Wow.
You need to start going to some of my funerals then.
Oh boy, I got a funeral story.
We laugh everywhere.
The booze coming from the crowd. All right, so
and somebody slapped it.
Episode 1 was a perfect title. Hood to Hollywood. It was perfect. That was a perfect title.
Yep.
So Guy Torry at the Comedy Store. We started at the Comedy Store, but it was a predominantly white club. And I thought, kind of as we going into this, and that's the way it always is. And then we come in and we just flip it, and they're like, "Wow, you guys know how to actually do things. We're gonna give you one night." And then from there, the thing blew up. So it kind of jumped a little bit all over the place, which I kind of like that because it gave you a different perspective, different story. John Witherspoon was an MC at the comedy club. Pops on Wayne's Brothers, and I thought that was interesting.
Friday, bang, 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 bang.
Right, exactly. I thought that was interesting. And then Mitzi Shore, like we talked about, Pauly Shore's mom. That dude, he always sound like
eat up all the hog mouth, all the pig feet.
Shh, don't tell nobody. Man, you got some one-liners, man. He's man forever.
You got to coordinate.
Right.
Hey,
exactly.
Fun fact. He just did that.
Oh, yeah. A lot of his movies, he's straight up improv. Yeah. I've seen him live. I saw him live in Indianapolis, man. And you want to talk about the nicest dude, man. I took picture with him afterwards and whatnot. And he said, hey, you taking care of your business, black man? And I'm like, yes, sir. He goes, stay on top of your business, man. Don't you take that serious. While we was posing for the pictures and looking at the camera, he was rapping too. Cool dude, man. Yeah.
He said Eddie fought for him to be in that movie. He said they
really?
told him no.
In Boomerang?
Yep, and Eddie flew him in on his dime and said, no, Spoon gonna be in or I ain't doing it.
Respect.
And he told him, go out there and be Spoon. And he did all that stuff on his own.
He did the bang, bang, bang in that too.
That's where the bang, bang, bang come from. Bang, bang,
right,
bang.
Started that. And what's funny, when he does his live stand-up, he does all his one-liners. He starts the show with his one-liners. And he's like, I know y'all, that's what y'all want, and he goes with it.
Yeah, how come every time I'm in the kitchen,
you in the kitchen.
Exactly. That is
Eddie, I know you, black motherfucker.
Eddie. Steve Harvey does host everything. One thing you cannot say about him is that he does not work.
Hardest working man in comedy.
Well, I give him credit for this. Steve Harvey, I don't know if he purchased the entire franchise, but he purchased the franchise and put it in Africa. Now it's the hottest show in Africa on the continent. Family Feud.
Oh, really?
I believe
he took the franchise over there. So I give him credit for that.
And one thing I'll also give him, you notice how we used to be happy when we saw a black family on Family Feud because it was so few and far between that I have not seen an episode of Family Feud without a black family on there since he started hosting.
That's got to be from him, yeah.
I'm serious.
And on a positive note, you're not kissing all the women on the lips.
But he did. I did see a video clip of it was a fine sister walking away from the podium, going back to where the family is, and he looked at her like, and they like Steve Harvey watching, yeah.
Oh,
one of the most embarrassing moments I've seen on
Family
Feud is from a Chicago cat, and he was like, "Say something that ends with port," and dude said, "Cupine." That dude from the west side of Chicago.
I remember that.
That dude from the west side of Chicago.
I know he looked at him.
But that's not a dumb comment. That dude is actually sharper than most people to even think that. He wasn't lying.
He said, Cupine.
It's just that this is not what the top 100, this is not what the 100 people surveyed said. But it ain't wrong. And you got to be sharp to pick that up.
Man, me and my cousin Cap was like, ain't that buddy?
Who that Facebook user?
Yeah, Facebook user. Make sure you are clicking the link. We just posted
I'm going to guess that's Geno Smith.
From the Jets?
I mean, Geno Zapata. Excuse me. Yeah, that's right.
We blowing up. We got the football.
It's Justin. Close to Geno, but not actually.
It's Justin. Okay. Yeah. And shout out to Gatorade today. Hey, if y'all ain't had a Gatorade, drink you one.
For real.
Shout out to
Gatorade. I can't mess with no Gatorade.
Hey, they got that Gatorade Zero.
No, it still got a lot of sodium in it.
Well, that's your fault. Yeah, that ain't Gatorade fault.
I can't. That's what I'm
saying. I didn't say eat a pork chop sandwich, then drink a Gatorade. Yeah, I just said. Send them this cut, man.
This is say Q tree.
Huh?
It looked like Q and then a tree.
Tree, yeah.
That is Q tree.
What's that mean?
QT?
No, can't be. Maybe he messed up.
He playing.
Maybe that's a Kentucky thing. Yeah, we don't know. You know how they is in Kentucky.
Hey, so
they got some good liquor in Kentucky. Cupine. Cupine. Oh, okay.
Hey, we playing a.
Work with me, Vince.
Cupid. Oh, he's smart.
Work with your boy. That was authentic. I like that.
We coming with you a little bit. We coming with you there.
He's
phone lines are open as well. If you've seen this or if you want to comment, whatever it may be, we'll put that.
And I do have a beauty of the week for this show. You wouldn't have thought it, maybe, but I do have a beauty of the week. I
already know who it is.
No, you don't. I'm gonna let you guess. No, you don't.
It's a couple.
Text it to
you. Okay.
Uploaded. I knew you had one. All right, that's a call-in number 469-290-4367.
469-290-4367. See, I'm trying to teach him radio, y'all, but he ain't really with it yet. But we working.
Can y'all see my comments? Yeah, we can see, Justin. You got to click the link.
You making East Garland look bad. Oh, I ain't read the text yet. I was laughing at Justin. Can y'all see my comment? No.
Oh, okay.
This was a surprise. I knew y'all was gonna be surprised by it, and you'll see why when I give y'all her name.
She fine.
Oh yeah, it was a lot of fine was on there.
Was. Yeah, it's no surprise. I'm not surprised you had one because
it
was obviously off the rip. We can talk about the other ones, but
Justin, you need to get this down as far as being able to see what you need to do on Facebook because you're gonna need them to be telling people on your show this same situation. So you once you've gone through it, you'll know.
Let's see.
Yeah, that was on mine, CJ. That was on my show, my setup. So on this one, our call in has been fine from the jump street. So yeah, we're good. So go on and call so I can talk trash to you.
Robin Harris, man. Let's just talk about that. I'm glad they spent that amount of time on him.
Significant
amount. He helped build comedy, obviously, for us because he was one of those that just let it rip.
That's right.
He wasn't gonna be
right.
He knew about it, he was just gonna go all in. And they talked about Bebe's kids, they dived into how that came about. And they said he did the same jokes, but people just continue to laugh. It's a delivery.
Yeah, he was so well respected that the Bebe's kid situation, which I didn't realize, that was all done after he passed. They were so committed to. They were like, no, his legacy needs to live on. We can't put him in it, but we're gonna make sure we get him out there, get his material out there. And now Bebe's kids will live in folklore forever, man. It's like out there. It ain't going away. That's a part of Black history. Bebe's kid. I mean, think about that statement right there. That's a part of Black history.
Most definitely.
There's people who done heard Bebe's kids that have no idea where it came from. Exactly. But they know it's part. They know what Bebe's kids mean. No, they know who we trying to describe.
Yep. We don't die. We multiply.
Like you say, he that was posthumously done. And Faison Love is the dude.
Come through posthumously. Yeah, we've been flexing on the words today, though. We said ascension, posthumously.
I read a book before I got on.
Yeah.
One page. It started off. This book was posthumously done. But man.
I read a book too. Facebook.
But yeah, Faison Love did the voice for him. Shout out to Faison Love.
Yeah, done seen him live. He's much funnier live than I thought he would be. Faison is good live, man. Really, and he's as fat as he looks too.
Yeah, I'm not surprised about that. I did not know he did the voiceover though. That's good info.
I didn't either.
Let's see.
I was shocked that they didn't mention it.
It's up there with Boondocks. Okay. Yeah, we watched it the other day, and then House Party, man. Like the way he just slick ran lines in there. You can now is still talking about it.
It's like it's a real dude. We all know a Robin Harris in our community who talk trash like he do and who got the same mannerisms. That's a dude. That's the one thing that I can say about our community, man, is that we all got the same type of people. If you go to the barbershop, in every barbershop in the Black community, it's a guy like that. There's a coach in every barbershop. that they just call Coach, whatever. So yeah, I love it, man.
Yeah,
Nigga
man.
said you saw Faison in Colorado live, freaking hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
You know what's
the first time? That was the first time Mika got high too. Just by the way, she ain't gonna tell that part.
With the business out in the street.
Yeah.
But it's funny how it's sad. It's ironic that Robin transitioned early, and then Bernie came in, and he was pretty much the same thing, and then he transitions too soon.
Yeah.
Well, we got Elevate in the house now.
Hey, it's jumped over to YouTube. We'll take you.
Did it? You can't give up on Facebook, man. You need to figure it out so you can teach your viewers how to do it. Joker.
But yeah, Robin Harris, man, it will definitely open up a door. Comedy. And you said he's from Chicago, you said?
Yeah, both of them, him and Mac from Chicago.
I knew Mac was.
Yeah, Robin from Chicago, man. And the closest you can get to that now is probably Corey Holcomb.
Get to what?
Robin and Bernie.
Oh yeah. I done seen a little bit of what he do.
Like Deion Cole is hilarious. D-Ray is hilarious.
Earthquake is a real live fool, man.
Yeah.
He from DC, man. It's
real live fool.
Check out and real quick, if y'all haven't already. You know my deal on Netflix subscriptions. Do what you got to do, but Earthquake.
Hey,
Earthquake. We got Wilkes in the building.
That's right.
Also, Folsom in the building.
First, the show that who put out? What's his name? Dave Chappelle.
Yep.
That was his first. That gives you all the respect you need for Earthquake, is the fact that Dave Chappelle selected him first for the show that he's producing. What's up, Mayhem?
What's going on? Y'all all right?
Rucker Park say the app ain't letting her come in. Salute to Rucker Park.
What app? Roku TV, Rucker, or what? Which one? Ask her, man. She
should be able to come on YouTube. You good, Wilkes? What time you finally get home?
About 2 minutes ago.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's commitment. He come right to the screen, didn't he?
You left work at 5?
YouTube? Well, we got other people on YouTube, so get out and restart your phone or something. Tell her that. Because we got Just Joe on YouTube, Justin's on YouTube.
I was gonna say, she could probably also force the app to stop. Like you can probably close the app. And then
she's about to restart.
Vinny Hardy on YouTube.
Well, you can go to Facebook.
Of course.
Thank you, Alfred.
Hey, he need one.
Yeah, he sure do.
Yeah, I need this tequila right now.
I'd have fired up on the way home, hell, if I were you.
Right, what you need?
Now, see, Wicks, I'm about to teach you. You got to keep one, bro. You ain't got to stop and roll. Hey, that keeps it roll. I ain't got to stop and roll.
Hey, did y'all see Ben?
Yeah, I saw it.
Oh, look.
Free road.
Yes.
Free road. Oh, I forgot he's from California, so Ben, don't get it twisted.
He's from Oakland, baby.
Yeah. That's Trey. That wasn't Ben. No, you got it wrong. That wasn't Ben. That was Trey.
Yeah.
Ben don't do shit like that. Trey do.
But
that was 40 water.
Yeah.
Hold on. Mika's responding to her getting high in Colorado.
It wasn't me. Remember, someone I was with. I called you freaking out because I knew I was going to the hospital or jail. They're telling my business. I was in Colorado. He didn't tell all those details.
Yeah, and then she say, "We'll fix that drink first after getting off 80." I feel, yeah.
Oh yes. Yeah. Oh yes. Yes, I did.
Well, good to see you, man. Glad you finally made it.
Yeah, glad to be here. It was a good one. I finished all 3 of them yesterday. So
thank you. See, you said 3, I said 3, but y'all said 4. It was only 3 on there, wasn't it?
I didn't see.
I said 4.
I mean,
yeah, it was 3, but I wasn't gonna say nothing because I was just saying when we get to that 4th episode, watch this professional just lie my way through that mother.
I think it was the fourth one, but it was zeroed out, and I think it was just like a trailer because it was 3 total.
I thought, I'm with Ben. I thought it was 4 too.
I didn't.
Tell them again, dog. Keep on roll up.
I'm telling you, Joe. You don't believe me? Yeah, matter of fact, H rap. I was on the end of the bench one Thursday, and and I was dropping knowledge. Hey, tell me I wasn't dropping knowledge
like this, and I'm just here to tell y'all.
Yeah, tell me I wasn't dropping knowledge though on the H rap. I ain't lying. I was in a zone, and I'm high now. What that got to do with anything? I'm still dropping knowledge.
Hey, what's wrong with that? He sound like my grandfather. I ain't lying, Junior.
If I line, I'm dying.
Yeah.
All right. So thoughts.
Wilkes.
You know what? I have to honestly say, I did not know this about Guy Torry. I did not know that. I mean, here's a guy that you see him and you think he's the oddball and he's the goofy one, but man's got business mantra, man. I mean, you gotta make things work.
It's work ethic, man.
Yeah.
So, you can turn down a party for Janet Jackson. I'm telling you right now.
Right.
If the coroner want me to come help him with Janet Jackson's body when she passed away, I'm coming.
Yeah.
he could be lifting her up.
I don't care what you need, man.
Right.
He could be lifting her up. All right. I got the front.
Anytime, any place, Janet.
Yeah, no, I loved it. It was great.
We need your hands right there. We need your hand on your shoulders. No, I got these first.
I don't know if they mentioned it in the documentary, but I felt like it was like another Black Renaissance. I mean, you had
sir, absolutely.
You had the soundtracks for these movies. You had Black comedies on
TV. And I'm gonna tell you something else. Watch if California could quantify what this does for California tourism. Because guess what I done already did? I done looked up their lineup count.
I did too. Yeah, I did. Yeah,
I'm not kidding you and saying, okay, when can I make me a trip based on that alone? Yep. Breaking down the streets and lower than I want to say it's Wilshire or whatever, but it's like below Wilshire. We're doing this and all that other kind. Oh, I want to go.
Yeah, because after I watched the last episode, I was curious, to see what they were doing. Like I think
they were still doing. They're not doing.
They're not doing Fat Tuesday, but I think they have like a battle
club.
Yeah, they have like a battle royale on Tuesdays, and then they have different things throughout the week.
I think they brought it back. I think they did bring it back. Torry, I read something that flyer or something that I think they're bringing it back or trying to bring it back.
It probably wouldn't be hard to do. I mean, it was that successful.
Save it again.
It was in a Voyage. So it was in
it was, man.
What are you talking about? It only has one S in it, by the way.
Jordan,
what's up, Jordan?
Our emoji, appreciate you.
Rosario.
Definitely got to roll those R's. We kind of touched on Rodney Harris. Wilkes, if you want to touch on that.
Oh my gosh, man! I kind of like where they went to with that because when I was growing up, it was just House Party, Robin Harris, Baby Kids. I didn't know he had his own deal. I mean, I knew he was big. He was the giant.
And was about to blow up bigger than that.
Exactly. He about to blow up bigger than that if it wasn't for the health condition or whatnot.
I'm from
anyway,
small town called Fresh Off a Cop Hat.
And I think he still blew up. Even in death. I mean,
he was in Do the Right Thing and Sweet Dick Willie.
Right.
He was the MC in Mo Better Blues.
Absolutely.
And Wilkes, one of the things that we had said was how Bebe's Kid is a part of Black history. That there are people who do not even know who Robin Harris is or nothing. Right. But if you say Bebe's Kids, they know exactly what you're talking about.
And I didn't know they were going to try to do a live action version, but the animated is, of course, it's iconic. So
you got to be live to do a live action.
Yeah. This ain't Weekend at Bernie's.
Right. Thank you for telling your age right there.
No, I thought it was awesome. I enjoyed it. It was good.
Yeah.
And the Bernie he talking about ain't Bernie Mac, by the way.
No, not that Weekend at Bernie's.
So rest in peace to Robin Harris. Died at 36. I did not know that.
Just real real quick, I want to ask. So, did you? I don't know. I was listening to Robin Harris. Is there some similarities there with Bernie Mac? I mean,
yeah, we said that earlier too.
Okay,
Yep.
okay.
Yeah, you're right
They
on.
both from Chicago.
Yeah.
You're right on.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
Also, we talked about John Witherspoon, RIP to him. He passed away. I think that was 2019 or 20.
Yeah, we talked about Mitzi Shore being Pauly Shore's mom.
Because at first I didn't get it. I was like, what the hell is he doing on here? And I was like, okay.
That's his mama.
What's up, buddy?
Dude, always high.
Always.
He wake up like that.
Yeah.
All right, so Guy Torry made this comment where he said, white people come to laugh, black people come not to laugh. But that's
100.
Right.
100.
Make me laugh.
I can't tell you how many live comedy
money. Get to work.
I can't tell you how many live comedy shows I done been to where the comedian and had to tell them, nigga, do you not want to laugh?
Right.
You know, it's like, what you come here for? So yeah, that's 100% correct.
And I think Steve Harvey even mentioned that. He was like, man, you think 30 minutes? They don't want to come see you for 30 minutes.
That's right. Not spending that kind of money. And see, he says black audiences are not polite. And so when he said that, I thought to myself, how many of us have not tried live comedy as a result of knowing who our audience is likely to be?
Right.
And I'm asking funny dudes who be like, nah, I ain't doing it. You know, because I'm telling you right now, I've done amateur night at the Improv here in Arlington.
Okay.
And you want to talk about when they say the hardest job out there, they not lying about that, man. It is hard. You know, and when I say I don't even drink brown liquor like that, but when I say I took 2 shots of Crown before I got on stage, look here.
You think about an hour. You think about how much.
Thank you. And I had literally like 3 minutes. You know?
Right.
You think about an hour long, the different topics you're talking about. And then you got to play
90 minutes.
What's funny. And you got to play off the crowd.
That was very funny. I even said the word titties on stage, and I got a whole bunch of laughs. I'm like, huh? Because I was just dating me, and I'm like, I'm just dating, and I'm trying to be romantic, but I've just discovered there's no romantic word for the word titties. How do you say titties romantically? You know, it's breast. It's and so I tied that back in at the end, and I said mammary glands, and then I said that's my time. And when I said that, they were like, "This nigga done tied titties back in." So yes, I was funny.
You could also say tickle bitties. You know, that also works.
Not romantically.
Wait a minute. Yeah. This is apparently Ben is off today, and Trey is in the building because he done rolled him one, and he done said tickle bitty.
Yeah, I don't know. Tickle bitty sound a little rapey.
Now wait a minute. You said that last week when we were reviewing Penitentiary.
I know, but after reviewing and consulting with my sponsor and looking at R. Kelly,
the audience is not pleased. They are not pleased with you.
Gotta change it up.
Man, I'm here. Joe Torry was trained by Robin Harris. I didn't know that either. And Joe Torry, the older brother. So I think I really have gotten these two mixed up. I don't know about y'all, Joe Torry and Guy Torry. I knew Joe Torry from Poetic Justice. I knew he was in the comedy.
I knew the difference. I just didn't know Guy was that powerful.
I didn't know. I didn't know the significance.
I didn't know the significance in their relationship. We'll talk about that too.
Yeah, before this, I never looked at Guy as a comedian. I always looked at him as an actor. I thought, I didn't know he considered himself a comedian. I thought he was comedy to get to the screen, because I remember American Citizen X and stuff like that.
Right. American History X. Yeah.
American History X. Thank you. And so I never looked at him as a comedian, but it's dope. I mean,
and I kind of agree with H-Rap is saying, because it's just like for me with Dick Gregory, like I didn't know he was an activist because they didn't talk about the activist part. You know, it was like I use this term, this service, but it was just like I always thought Guy Torry as the actor because he was always on a sitcom or he was in a movie.
Right.
It's like,
yeah, I didn't know Guy Torry was in that many films, man. I had no idea he had that many movies out there. You remember when they bring him up, and I'm like, okay, but you didn't think.
Right.
And that proves that he's a good actor. You didn't think that's Guy Torry.
Right. And I just want to say about this documentary, forget what I thought I knew. I didn't know nothing. I didn't know nothing.
Right on.
I didn't know nothing.
Right
I did not.
The amount of guys that got.
I had never heard of Fat Tuesdays before this until A-Trap brought it up. And of course, with all the celebrities showing up, I mean, it was a big deal. I mean, it was a bunch of people showing up.
Yeah, and not only did he give black comedians a shot when they normally would not have had one. Nick Cannon, who owes everything to him, and he's not shy about that, right?
He's a mogul.
But think about the female. We would not know who Melanie Camacho was, and she's hilarious. You know, we wouldn't know who she was.
Yeah.
You know, Lunel. You know, I went and saw her live. She's fantastic.
He's funny.
Yeah, Camacho ain't that funny to me. I'm sorry.
What?
Cause she be talking about.
Give me one band. Give me one band.
I ain't gonna say why. I ain't gonna say why. I'll tell y'all after the show why Ben don't like her.
She funny looking, but
I mean, even I know what you about to say. I know what you got to say.
What am I about to say?
Those jokes work.
What am I about to say?
I've seen it. It was the content should be talking about. Should be talking about heads, talking about.
I'm gone. I see. I'm out.
I can rock with Melody Camacho, but
yeah,
and she been looking like Cicely Tyson since.
Got a call.
Is it Rolling Thunder Hear My Cry, Cicely Tyson?
You're calling into the forecast. Who is this? What you want to talk about?
They hear my feedback, and you got to turn off your sound on your computer.
Hello.
Prank call.
Hello.
No, you got to turn your TV down, turn your whatever you're watching us on, turn that down.
I got to turn down. Hold on, I'm finna mute this.
See, told you. See, I'm a professional. Ben, stick with me.
I got you.
We don't know what he's professional at though.
This CJ.
Yep, obviously.
What's going on? What's good?
What's up, CJ?
Not much, man. Glad to hear your voice calling in. What's up? What's on your mind?
I just shout out to Ben for making that Vogue or what you call that thing? What, Voyage or whatever?
Voyage.
Whatever, what you call it?
Voyage. Not in the Vogue yet. Not yet. We working on it though.
All right, okay. Well, shout out to you being on there, man. Like that's some real stuff, man. You know.
Appreciate that.
That's really all I had to say, man. I mean, hell, because ain't nobody called. Shit, you know. Like, no, I ain't gonna lie. Hey, you been having the phone up there for like 45 minutes. Ain't nobody called in yet. Like, yeah, I call in.
Appreciate you. All right, so have you seen this Fat Tuesdays yet?
I haven't seen Fat Tuesdays, but I will after after this episode.
Do you have Netflix?
Amazon.
Yeah, I got Netflix.
If not, Ben can tell you how to steal it.
Real quick. Don't tell nobody I told you this, but this dude CJ Boyd 12345 at Gmail. And then when that run out, you just dude, I want you to do passwords at work. So don't tell them.
23676.
Hey, real quick. Okay, talk about Steve Harvey real quick because you was going in on him.
Yeah, he was.
You just don't think he that funny or what?
So Steve Harvey is the fakest nigga I know. Like, I don't know him, but like look, real talk, right? Steve Harvey, and this is like on some real stuff. I like his work ethic. Like his work ethic, like cause like the nigga was homeless, he was sleeping in the little dusty ass car or whatever. He used to take a shower in like the little pool area or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And I appreciate the, like the hard work, like the, everything he did. But when he got in the show business, like, I don't know, like Steve Harvey changed up, like real talk.
Okay.
Yeah, he did.
I'm glad he said that because, Steve Harvey used to be local for those of you who don't know. He's a Dallas dude, right? Yeah. He had Vuku Ray here. And when he was on 105.7, they broadcasted from here. And their studio used to be inside of Valley View Mall.
Yes.
Well, we and my partner used to go to Valley View Mall, about 3 times a week for lunch. And so we came in one day and Steve Harvey and his crew was walking out and somebody asked him for a photo. And the way he did then, man, was so dirty. I think that turned me off to him.
Yeah.
You know, because the way he did it. It wasn't like it was a crowd of people. It was just one dude who asked him for a photo. And he, you know, I'm like, okay, no, I ain't with it.
He's mentioned that before. It's kind of like Steve, man. You don't forget. He's the one always talking about. Don't forget where you come from, and it's like, oh, come on, man.
Yeah, and like Kobe was on out there.
I mean, you know, like Steve, like, you know, and that's funny because I ain't gonna hold you. I never thought he was funny. Like anyway, like, you know, I ain't gonna lie. Like the nigga was always corny to me. Hell, that little whack ass Steve Harvey show. I ain't watch that bullshit. But you know, it took what's that comedian? Cat Williams. Now Cat Williams, he a real comedian. He like that nigga funny. You feel me?
Yeah.
Right. It took for me to watch
Pimp Down.
I hear about Jesus.
Like Cat Williams was exposing him, you know, just telling you know how he, you know, just hating on him or whatever. So and then I started really paying attention to who Steve really was. And truthfully, I mean,
I'm a boy.
He ain't that dude. He like I don't like, bro. The dude is a corny lame nigga. Like,
wow.
Well, check this out. So Cat Williams is on this show too, Fat Tuesday.
Yeah.
And when they asked him, they said, "How did you hear about Fast Tuesday?" He goes, "Shit, the same way you heard about Jesus. People told you."
You're right. I think it's like he's not even. He's just being himself. I don't even think he's.
Yeah, that's right. That's what makes the best. Yeah. Same thing with Earthquake. That's why he said, "These ain't jokes, nigga."
Yeah. These ain't jokes.
He's just being themselves, man.
Man. Yeah, he's like same way how you hear about Jesus.
How the baby doing, CJ?
Man, you want to hear this nigga?
He call his baby.
Oh, wow. Come through.
Yeah.
Damn.
Dad, I love you.
Wow.
You ready?
Call Lily so him and Bronx can talk on the phone. Yeah, they can understand each other.
Yeah.
Hey, yeah. You know, being a dad, I ain't gonna hold you, bro. Like, I wish somebody would have told me, you know, like, you know,
somebody did, CJ, and you know they did. You just wasn't listening.
You said what?
Somebody did tell you. You just wasn't listening. See, we done all heard it. Then we done all got told. We just wasn't being told at the time where our listening ears was on.
Right.
You know what? That's true. Mm-hmm. But hey, when you be making them little hormonal decisions, man, all that.
Right.
Yeah, I wish I could have been
Hey, CJ, your earlier comment said it best. Hell, I'm still making them hormonal decisions. Look at your comment. Hey, this is the I've been on his head. Yeah, that ain't just a night, nigga.
Hey, Ivan, you is a cool dude, bro. You be horny sometimes.
He said something.
That's funny. All right, man, we gotta go. We can't be talking to you all night. Yeah.
All right. Hey, I'm gonna still be making comments and shit. But
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, we appreciate it.
Hey, appreciate you, CJ.
Appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
You can check CJ out on Elevate on Thursdays at 7 p.m.
7.
And he gonna do a lot more cussing on that show than he just did then.
And
he is a fan of the word nigga, I promise you.
And a round of applause real quick.
Richard Pryor would be proud of CJ.
He turned the camera forward.
Did he?
He did.
He not looking on the side no more?
He was not looking at the side. I got to give you a CJ. You're stepping up in the game. All right, Mika said, yep, I've heard this several times about Steve Harvey. Mama can't stand him.
I didn't know that.
She said he ain't right and he corny. Mama means it. She won't even watch his little judge show. Show. But look, I'll say this. If people paying, Steve Harvey gonna be there.
That's right.
It's like Samuel Jackson. Jackson
don't get me wrong.
Every get that money thing. every last thing.
This last comment is big on here.
You gonna put it up?
She said, no, I'm talking about on Mika. She goes, here's the thing about your reviews. It makes me go watch movies or documentaries, I guess is what.
Yeah.
But so that's big, you know. That's what you need to be sending these movie houses, man, these production companies. You need to send that to MGM and Amazon videos and all that, and let them know, hey, send us your stuff. Matter of fact, we can, you know, a lot of times they'll give us free tickets to get into a spot or send us early advanced copies of stuff and stuff like that. Come on, Ben, quit bullshit, man.
I can send y'all this thing that gets you into the theaters for previews, and then you just do reviews.
Oh, really?
Nice.
All right, do it. You just like Steve Harvey. Hey, you an old ass nigga too. Yeah, you could have been done sent us this shit.
I ain't been in some years, man.
Yeah, let us decide we don't want to go.
Yeah, I mean, I can take myself out to a nice dinner and watch a movie.
I've had people say,
just add .com to that. What I just sent y'all.
I got you.
You know what y'all watching next week, so I can get it and watch it. You know, I had people ask me that too. People are because the way we do it. CJ lost hormonal decisions.
You just log on, sign up, and literally daily they'll send you things to go preview. And then like I've gone and they've asked us how we liked it the end of the movie, and when I went to the movies to see it, that wasn't the end of the movie that I saw.
Oh, really?
Okay.
Well, because they do have. I've heard about that.
You got that director's cut kind of thing.
Different endings, you know.
CJ
I haven't been since before the pandemic, so I forgot about it. I just saw the email popped up today. I was like, "Oh, y'all back in business."
He said, "I just got a desk."
All right. Yeah. So,
one more thing about Steve Harvey. Steve Harvey fell out of grace with a lot of comics for dumping on Mac because when Bernie Mac got that show, Steve Harvey started hating on him and saying you can't even understand what he's saying, this, that, and the third.
See, I didn't know that.
Got real ugly in the industry.
See, I didn't know that. I never heard of that.
And Bernie Mac is thought of. You can't go there with him.
Yeah, and hell, if anything, he should be proud. He had Steve Harvey had 2 shows? What it was that with the what was it? Me and the
one with Cedric the Entertainer too. Yeah.
Oh, and then he had one, and then Steve Harvey show.
And he was the last one. He was the last one to get the show too. But they talked about that. They talked about that on Kings of Comedy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that ain't.
CJ knew about that. Yeah.
Well, that's why CJ called him a hate ass nigga.
Damn.
All right. So one aspect they went into was the Rodney King riots, which I thought that was great to put that in there too.
Yeah.
Obviously, this was Fat Tuesdays was in LA, so it kind of talked about that impact and people being able to talk about it. And let's just kind of talk about this. We find ways for the worst possible things that happen to us or to this country, and we
laugh about them.
And we laugh about it.
Oh yeah.
There's no other race that can do that. Sorry.
Can't we all just get along has been a catchphrase for a long time.
Thank you. I mean, one of the greatest tragedies that has ever been placed upon the group of people is slavery and that, oppression. And we still, think about how many comedians that done touched on that, you know.
Gosh.
So that's a prime example.
Mm-hmm. And Martin did a stand-up. It was like not only did Rodney.
That's making me think of Dave Chappelle, blind black KKK man.
Yes,
dirty nigga.
He divorced his wife for being a nigga.
Right.
Man, classics.
Yeah. So after 9 months, Fat Tuesdays, they started in the belly room, which was the smallest room
that held 90 people.
The store. Yes.
And then they said they think they went over, they exceeded that.
Yeah.
They weren't following any of them fire codes and nothing like that. Everything was packed.
Right.
And then they got upgraded 9 months later to the main room,
which held 400.
And Guy Torry talked about this. Like, I don't know what I was doing. It's not like we did plan for this, but it's not like we were prepared for how much it was going to grow, and it just grew exponentially. I mean, it was just out of this world, and the amount of people that were there, the high level people that were there, and it just continued to grow and it continued to blow up.
Oh, I have to ask real quick. I know I'm late, and this is kind of random, but did Doc get to his beauty of the week? Because there was some thighs spilling over them sheets.
Yeah, I hadn't got there. It was plenty to choose from, but the one I'm gonna choose, you ain't gonna understand. You're not expecting. I promise.
I was like, oh, Doc is watching. I know. I was like, they spilling out the seat.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. This is just another example of the moment. All we need is to get an opportunity. This is one of those things. This is one of those things that if we were open to conversation again as a society, this is the type of thing that could potentially defeat racism. Because when you got these right-wing people that saying people are taking our jobs, you guys need to learn how to work and things like that.
Right.
I'm glad I said that. I just triggered something. And instead of defending ourselves, we could just show, hey, every time we get an opportunity, we take it over. Right. So this is a beautiful display of.
And it's funny you saying that because Guy Torry blatantly, it's like, hey, this is where, as a matter of fact, there was one part where he was asking the audience, hey, this is a starting point for some guys, for some ladies. It might be somebody trying to get a movie deal, might be somebody trying to get the act off the ground, so you can show them some love and just kind of put them out there. So yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, I learned a lot by watching this.
Yeah.
And then, of course, seeing those cut scenes of In Living Color. I mean, well, not In Living Color, but Living Single and Martin, and just thinking about like how Notorious B.I.G. was on Martin, and then how
where they tying hip hop and comedy together.
Exactly. So it was just didn't realize that. Man, this makes a lot of sense. The hip hop,
which makes sense that A-Trap is a natural fan of both as well because they're so intertwined.
Exactly,
naturally.
it's right in his wheelhouse. Yeah,
and I can't remember who it was. I don't know if it was I don't know if it was the guy who did Def Comedy Jam, Russell Simmons, or who it was, but they talked about how he said that comedy and rap was the same, and he talked about the differences or the similarities and how you create
time and punchline.
That's right. Yeah. So I thought that was pretty deep as well.
One of the it's a line that people accuse Biggie of being homosexual in, but it's actually a Richard Pryor line. He said, when I first saw you, my first thought was a trick. You look so good. I suck on your daddy's dick. That's a Richard Pryor line.
Yeah.
And people have accused Biggie for being gay with that.
No.
Missed
it.
That's just another example.
Yeah, and so another interesting fact of this, man, when you talked about, when we get involved in something, we take it over, et cetera, et cetera. Well, how about this? Not only was Fat Tuesday the reason why that club stayed afloat for so long, right? Which the accountant told Guy Torry that toward the end of the deal, he was like, Fat Tuesday was single-handedly the reason why the door stayed open.
And he didn't even realize it.
That's right. Which tells you something else too, right? Okay, think about that. That probably means he was probably not getting paid right, all this other stuff, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, so in addition to that, even to this day, they talked about other comedy clubs and stuff like that, that the urban night is what they called it.
Yeah.
Whatever urban night is the night that is their most productive night.
Yep.
Right? Because they said black folks gonna eat, black folks gonna drink. When we go out, we're gonna go on and do it right. It's the way I travel. If I want to go on an excursion, we going on an excursion. I don't want to go on a trip if we got to be nickeling and diming, when we got to eat at the hotel. And I ain't sweating folks that's got to do it. Some folks got to do it. But for me, I'm staying at the house if I can't just do it the way I want to do it. Same thing when you go out to comedy. Hey, you want to eat we got a 2-drink minimum. I'm not worried about y'all minimum. Let's go.
Exactly.
We coming to have fun,
Yeah. And something that wasn't mentioned on this. Same thing happened in 1984 with NBC. NBC was in last place and everything. Bill Cosby show up and it's over.
Yeah. Love it.
Oh, absolutely.
So why do y'all think that is? Our culture do that, spend money like that and stuff like that, right? Because we've never been accused of being the richest group of people out there, right? You know, we've talked about our buying power, and I've heard several people say just in black churches alone in this area, in this state, was putting in $20 million every Monday. They deposited in $20 million. Imagine if we took that and were more focused and specific about what we wanted to do with that money. You know, so again, we got the revenue, but it's like this. Why do you think that is? What's the difference between our culture and other cultures? The reason why on urban nights is still the highest grossing nights in comedy clubs around across the country.
I think it goes back to like High on the Hog. I think it's a way of fellowship. I think it's, you know, black people meeting with the, you know, my ancestors, I know your ancestors kind of thing. I think we have that level, that wave of connection. And once again, no matter where we're at, we got a caller.
We got a caller on the line. You're calling into the Fourcast. What's your name? What you want to talk about? Hello.
Turn down your volume.
We got a delay.
Turn down your volume on your TV and your whatever you're watching this on, and just talk to us here like you talking to your auntie right now. Something.
Hey, can y'all hear me?
Got you now.
Oh yes, we got you.
What's up? Before Justin say anything, he ain't nobody here. That's just my cousin. Before we put him on there, let me address Just Joe's comment. Just Joe said, "Hey Doc, I don't mind an all-inclusive resort and trip. Hey, don't get it twisted. I'm with the all-inclusive. So hey, Cabo last year was an all-inclusive at the Rio Palace. I'm with it. I'm not talking about that. I'm just talking about folks who, you know, I ain't gonna do no excursions or do shit. I'm doing something every day.
Shit.
That's another thing. Black folks say shit in so many different streets.
I'm like, all of my extra drops.
Yeah. Right. All right, Justin, what's up, homeboy? What's up, Kimpo?
Shoot, K. Collar, man, just sitting here enjoying the show as always.
Yeah,
but
appreciate it.
I sort of wanted to piggyback and answer your question. I think the reason we spend that money and the reason we're okay with it is because in our culture, we got so much pain and so much shit that we deal with.
Wow, that's good, man. That's good.
Unwind and just have a good time.
That's what I'm saying.
Have a price point, you know.
That's what's up,
like
man.
You said, I'm with you. I'm the same way. I ain't going nowhere unless I could do it the way I want to do it.
Right.
So
wow, that's good, man.
Trip, we went to New Orleans and we sitting there. We in the Magnolia Project. I'm like, hey, nigga, I don't know about this shit.
Right.
But you know, we made the best of it, man. We had a hell of a time. And,
I can tell you.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about.
That's just what we do, man. Like I think that's just in our culture in general, man. Like shit, we always gonna have a good time and make the best out of any situation, no matter the cost or where it's at.
Yeah, you know what? It's just like I can't remember who it was. Matter of fact, I think it was like Lakeith Stanfield. He was saying, "Man, just leave us alone, man. Just leave us alone. Like we good, we got it, we chilling." You know, it's like it's just one of those things. And back to what Justin was saying, I think it's about the fellowship. I think it's just we know what it is. We here to have a good time. We gonna dress to the nines. We gonna spill. We gonna spill a little liquor. We gonna spend money. I mean, it's just what it is.
And also, I think there's this myth that we don't support. I think the bigger other part is we love supporting what we're doing, and we will spend money on that. And if it's quality too, we can support it, and we can on both
just like Ben said, look at Fat Tuesday. You got all these celebrities coming out supporting this.
And you got big wig industry folks coming.
Yeah, if you try, we gonna call you out on it, but we gonna support you. But it's the same support is support. And when I think
getting movie deals, like come on, man.
We not tied. We are people. I believe we're not tied to what's on this earth. We are not tied to it. That's why our hands is a lot of times our hands is open to being able to give or being able to support because it's not like you can't take this stuff with us. I think that's like we've been. I agree.
Why are you holding so tightly to it?
I agree with Justin. We've dealt with so much when we got time to chill, that's why Friday night is our night, because we know we ain't got to work tomorrow. You know,
we even write songs about it. Friday night, just got paid, money in my pocket. I'm on my way.
Exactly.
But hey, shout out to and support to you, Justin, man. Justin, again, is the host of Elevate Podcast, and I will shamelessly plug that and shamelessly take credit for that's one of the shows that I am the executive producer on. And I'm going to tell you why I chose Justin as host of that show, because Justin, how many years have I been telling you to use your voice? Because every time you speak, you got something to say.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Oh,
For years. So again, if you ain't checking Justin out, man, again, Thursday, 7 p.m. Hey, they got some good topics, and this dude got something to say, man. I'm telling you.
CJ gonna keep it fun every week.
Oh yeah.
I know you're gonna dig this.
Yeah, you should have last week's episode, it was recorded, but oh my God, you want to talk about funny. That nigga told Justin, y'all family is old. You know, I'm like, wait a minute, cat. We got people your age, younger, older. What you talking about?
Yeah. And that's the crazy thing. I had an aunt hit me up. She texted me and giving me the ages and stuff.
Right, I know.
Trying to get her to go ahead and get on the show with us.
Yeah.
And we all about, just learning. And I actually stole that from A-Trap. We all about elevating ourselves, learning, and understanding our history to know where we're going. So it's important that we share that knowledge. And Tig, Ivan, or King Dalt, whatever you want to be called today, we definitely gotta have you on, because CJ, he want to have a roasting session with you anyway.
Yeah, let's go with it.
Comedy versus Battle Part 2.
Yeah, let's go with it.
Yes,
also, real quick before you go, talk about Juneteenth event coming up.
Oh yeah, man. We had the honor of teaming up with the city of Garland for their first annual Juneteenth. They finally recognized what we've been doing for the past 3 years now, and they want to go ahead and give it a bigger platform, which I am honored and privileged to be on that board and just bring awareness and make this happen, man, because it trips me out that a lot of people, whether they're older, younger, they don't even know what Juneteenth is or what it means or what it represents. So,
I couldn't believe the number of people who were just learning at this past Juneteenth. They just was figuring that out, and it was big. I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah, so I'm really looking forward to that. That'll be coming up on, I believe, Father's Day, and I will keep everyone posted with the more information that I got. But BS3 will definitely have a booth again, as well as just being able to be out and broadcast and get in touch with the community, let people know where we're at and how we can be contacted, and also just to bring a sense of humor, as well, a sense of pride, because we're all young, intelligent Black men and women that are holding down our shit, but also having fun at the same time.
That's what's up. Balance, man.
Yes,
balance. 2022. That balance is becoming that term.
Yeah.
Damn, I just realized that is balance.
Mm-hmm.
2-0.
Yeah, but I appreciate you guys, man. Keep up the good work. Y'all motivate me. Y'all encourage me. And every time I see y'all show, man, I get different ideas. And I just appreciate being able to network with y'all.
Definitely.
We appreciate it.
Work a little bit earlier, man. Tell them you got shit to do. You ain't got time.
I will tell you.
I
appreciate that. That's nice.
All right, Ken Folk, we love you, man. Talk to you.
Yes, sir.
All right. Justin Caraway, host of Elevate Podcast, 7 o'clock on all of the BSU network platforms. CJ with another Justin Grandma got an autographed Bible by Jesus himself.
Wow.
That's my grandma you talk about too.
Wow. Is that the garden edition or non-garden edition?
Whatever his name is. All right, we got a caller. Phone lines is buzzing. You're calling into the forecast. What's your name? What you
That's probably Mika.
Friday night.
Told you. I just know my family. They want to get in on shit.
Get in where you fit in.
Let me tell y'all this. Well, I'm proud of you for getting through that 2 hours worth of traffic. I seen that on that little scanner. You're blessed to get spring first.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah, I know.
What's his name? Justin? That's a good dude.
Wow.
Yeah. But that's my cousin, so I gotta say that, y'all.
You said, what's his name?
Yeah. Sounds like a good
You know what you mean.
Now she laughing too hard to talk, so you gotta know that.
I really meant the comment that I said earlier. I gotta watch tomorrow. Is on my list to watch this review for the documentary that y'all have going on.
How much wine have you had tonight? Let's talk about that right now.
Is it cab or is it a
no? She'll do either. But just tell me how much wine.
I can't drink wine.
Yo, what? Since when?
What?
Don't do that. I don't hear with these folks.
Why you can't drink wine?
Hey, Wilkes, if you believe that, I got some swampland just off the coast of India. I'm gonna say you had.
Well, India.
I was like, what you mean? I mean, a nice seared salmon with a Pinot Noir and
no.
She ain't worried about the salmon, nigga. She gonna get the Pinot.
Oh, okay, all right. Well, wait a minute. She don't have to. Oh, hey, what?
The Pinot, man. Pinot Grigio.
Hey.
I'm about to hang up because if that's what y'all about to
I was like, whoa, hey, wait a minute. Pinot? Oh, the Pinnacle. Okay. What?
Pinot Grigio, man. That's what you just said, man. See, look at that. That's a Wick's ass. He'll drop a bomb and just be like, I don't know where that smoke came from. Hey, you just dropped it.
Hey, I don't know what I'm
You know why I'm letting him make it? Because he just got off the road about an hour ago.
You good. You just got out.
So real quick.
She ain't answered the question yet, though. What you drinking?
I'm not drinking anything. Literally have some, let me see this bottle. Okay, flavored wine.
Flavored wine.
Wine.
All wine flavored. Ooh.
Flavored wine.
Is that where they turned it from? Is that when they turned it from water to wine? Is that the flavor?
Right here. Tag the one who's doing all that other stuff. Excuse me, King Doc, Ivan, like Justin said, whatever you want to be called. I'm drinking flavored water. I'm saving my life.
But you called it flavored wine now. So that tell you all I need to know.
Hey. It's cool. You know?
I'm sorry, Ben. What is the question that you wanted to ask?
That's why your words are slurring right now. Hey, I've been knowing you all your life, man. I know.
But you've called me a drunk, and you've called me a what'd you say I did in Colorado? Got high? No, sir.
Yes, you did.
What's wrong with that?
Somebody said no more Four Locos.
Oh, right. Thank you, Justin. Justin had to talk. We had to have an intervention to get off to him, man.
Yeah, with the straw. Get in you fast.
Okay, I'm about to hang up. But that was 2 years ago.
The truth hurts.
Y'all bringing up old stuff. I'm bringing up old stuff.
They're childish.
So I ask you this. So it's called Fat Tuesdays, the era of hip hop comedy. So real quick, talk about hip hop and comedy for you, how they kind of go hand in hand.
Comedy for me is a release. It actually allows me to go into different places, whether it's a big venue or a small venue. And Tag, believe it or not, actually hit me to the smaller venues because, I think sometimes as Black people, we feel like we need to be in the huge arenas to actually enjoy comedy. Mm-hmm. But to me, the smaller venues are the best. Because they're going to clown at your tables. They're going to actually laugh at you. And they're going to actually go to the people who are right there within the crowd. So I love going to the smaller venues.
Yeah.
So if I had to vote for one, like a bigger one, a smaller versus bigger one, I'm gonna go with the smaller venues. And hip hop, I'm a little dated. Don't judge me. I mean, hey, it's hip hop. I'll go with. I know A-Trap loves it, but hip hop is okay to me, y'all. Don't judge me.
It's okay. It's cool.
Depending on what era.
Drinking dated wine is okay too.
I'm not drinking dated wine. Like I told you,
they don't give them time to date and shit. They don't even put it in bottles. They put it in boxes. She talking about it ain't dated. Joe, but anytime your wine got a spout on it, motherfucker, they ought to tell you something.
On tap, baby. Great on tap.
I'm not gonna tell y'all who you talking about in my family, but that's.
Take it out the box, put it on IV, baby.
Hey, don't do that no more to him. Don't do it.
I love it.
Okay, who is C.J.Cash?
That's CJ just in YouTube. He switched over to YouTube probably.
He keeps saying Ivan, this your cousin. I don't know who you're talking
He's asking the question.
Oh.
Yeah, CJ, you're right. So Mika's my sister, CJ.
Right.
Yeah, he trying to get it all together. So yes, CJ, Justin is my cousin. Mika is my sister.
Mm-hmm. His favorite sister, CJ. I'm gonna go and get off on that one, y'all.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because you know.
Appreciate you.
All right.
Well, I am enjoying the show. Y'all keep going. I am watching.
No, we ain't got but about 7 minutes left. We got to get off of here. Yeah, this is school night.
Oh,
we finna give our mics in a minute. Shit.
It's wrap time break.
You want to know what's happening on the show? Look at it and watch Fat Tuesday. You want to know?
Good night, y'all.
We taking phone calls.
Good night.
Bye, Ted. You ignorant.
We done been talking so long, my lips is chapped in this month.
Got friction.
Right, man. I done drank all my drink up. We talking so long. Ain't got nothing left,
man. That's a
Thank you, Alfred.
I need a refresh.
Alfred's
on spring break.
He off. You get off at 9.
Oh, yeah, he long off.
All right. Yeah. Episode 2 was This Is How We Do It. So this is
he really gonna try to go into this. We got 7 minutes left. You cannot when you take 7 phone calls that average 15 minutes a piece, you cannot do the same review.
Okay, give me a minute. We can touch two more things. Wait a minute, let me finish. Got my A and B select. Anyway, the security guards was famous. Did y'all peep that? The dudes was security.
Yeah.
Everybody was eating in this.
Everybody knew the security guard.
That's right.
Oh, can I just say this real quick? Flip Wilson, when he was on the stage, did anybody notice a little Kevin Hart like movements, like the way he kind of like delivered his cadence? Mm-hmm. I kind of felt like there was a Kevin Hart kind of like the cadence, just like the way.
Trust me, Kevin Hart is very calculated about how he's gotten from point A to point B. Yeah. I promise you.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. He's smart.
And of course, shout out to Flip Wilson, you know.
Mm-hmm. Rest in Geraldine.
Yeah. Rest in peace.
All right.
Flip Wilson stopped that Flip Wilson show because he said he didn't want Geraldine to get bigger than Flip Wilson.
I believe it.
Yeah, I can see that. That.
All right. Last thing before we get the final thoughts. The tension.
Hold it. Beauty of the week, man.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so I'm just gonna make this easy. It was Regina King. And think about this for a second. I told you. Because let me just say this. This is a note I wrote because, you know, they went to Regina King quite a bit, right? Mm-hmm. In her delivery and her way. So what I said was, my beauty of the week is Regina King. And I said, Regina King is fucking gorgeous to me her entire way. And it's just simply because of the way she carries herself, man. And she talks. And just think about it. She's been in other stuff that we've done. And she's
come up quite a bit.
Become the beauty of the week. But, man, I just got a brand new appreciation for her, man.
Oh,
you know, you want to talk about being drop dead gorgeous. She's not going to be in that category, man. But when you combine personality with everything else about her, man, when I say I'm with it, I'm with it.
Yeah. I agree. I agree.
I would have said Tangerine.
Yeah, that
The one who said she got finger banged in the back room.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, she bad. She bad.
She bad at morning breath.
She is a lady to the highest level. Yeah, and the way she carries herself.
Yeah.
How long she been in the game?
Give me that 227. Give me that 227.
You know what Regina King look like, boy. We don't have to put no picture.
Give me that 227.
Now you keep that Regina 227.
Shit.
Calvin.
Shit. Give me that 227.
She aged like wine.
There you go. I agree. Much better later on.
At 227.
The tension between Joe and Guy, I didn't know that at all.
Uncomfortable. Made me uncomfortable watching.
Yeah. I think it was jealousy. Just because
no question.
You could see somebody said it. I think it was,
and you don't know why, but why would it be?
Because Joe Torry wanted him to always be Joe Torry with little brother. But when he came and blow-uptuated, and he bigger than Joe is, Joe got jealous. Simple as that.
Now I'm gonna put you on, bro.
Simple as that. Matter of fact, you heard what Guy said when he first moved from St. Louis to Cali. He's staying with Joe, and by the end of it, he Joe landlord.
Right. Like, come on, man.
You know.
Wow. But you know what? That's a historic situation right there. You know, that's the old crab in the barrel thing. That's the old you escaping from the plantation,
right?
And I'm stuck on it,
right?
Because
that's well said.
He
very good.
Started off like you said. He started off an underling.
That's right.
And he worked his way to. At the end of the day, had he been being paid properly, he would have worked his way to freedom. Because at the end of the day, Joe could have potentially opened his own. Guy could have potentially opened his own club.
Right. No question.
Oh, absolutely.
Had he been paid properly, had he had the actual vision of what he was doing.
Which is another reason why they not going to pay you properly if they can get away with it, because they're trying to keep you where they're trying to keep you.
Right. Exactly.
They want to give you just enough to keep coming back.
Yeah. So, it is actually a law that was passed in 1771. It's called Meritos Manumission. If you can make life easier for a white man, if you can save a white man's life, or you can snitch on a slave revolt, you can get your freedom.
Yeah.
Which create angst. Because now you're ready to sell out anybody because you're trying to get up out of this situation.
Right.
It's self-preservation at that point. And Joe saw himself being stagnant. When was the last time you seen Joe Torry? Before this, you ain't seen Joe Torry since Poetic Justice.
And like I said, that Poetic Justice money done ran out.
Man, it ran out.
That's it. When he said that, he was like, "I'm sorry."
Yeah,
he knew that. He knew what to do him too.
He was done after that. He got him on roll.
Yeah. And I think too, Joe, when they talked about how Guy was a student of the game, like he learned, like he put in work, and then he gave his brother opportunity to host Fat Tuesdays, and he just was late.
And he wanted to do it his own way.
Yeah, he was late.
So he had to fire his own brother. So I'm sure that produced tension too.
And real quick, I know we're trying to rush out of here, but also the effect of comedy on fashion, right? They talked about that too, and how when comedians, if they go on stage wearing cross colors, shoot, half the country gonna be in it next time you see them. You know.
Right.
Matter of fact, that Dave Chappelle that the Donnell Rawlings had on,
that's nice
on the show. Look, I've been looking for it.
That thing's
Can't find it. Yeah,
you can probably find it now, dog, because he just got his licensing back. He got his licensing back about 4 months ago, so you could probably look for it now, because now Dave Chappelle has the ability to sell Dave Chappelle apparel.
That David Chappelle logo is equivalent to that African medallion that you wear.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so, I think his color scheme is that.
And what was that, by the way? It was a feedback.
Yeah, but look into it, dog. I'm almost sure you can find it now.
All right. Final thoughts. Fat Tuesdays. Guy Torry, taking something from nothing. Nothing into what it became, and then it got to 10 years, and it was like, all right, I'm done. It wasn't. I don't think he was necessarily tired of it, but he
let industry cats talk him out of it. They were like, if you spend your time concentrating on movies and stuff like that, you could be doing a lot more. So, and he knows he regrets that decision.
Oh yeah, he cried about
it. He regrets it. He says that, he was like, because that's why he started crying right then and there. Because he's like, they talked me out of it. And I started focusing on that instead of we didn't ignore it, fool. We talked about it. It just wasn't worth continuing to talk about. DJ, like, that's paranormal activity in this matter. Y'all just gonna ignore that?
Dude went Scooby-Doo in the mystery crew. Y'all hear that?
Yeah. But yeah, so that was a problem, man. That he acknowledged. And then also one of the things you got to give this dude, man, is that the reason why it worked out as well as it was is because this wasn't just some promoter running this club. They said they respected guy because he was one of them. That's how the comedians looked at him. It's because this was another comedian, not just some club owner trying to do what they was doing. And he was genuinely looking out for it, man.
I mean, he even got with the open for Kings of Comedy. I mean, Steve Harvey made that. Right.
He wasn't shown on there, but now later on, we learned that he was the one that was
the opening.
And then, of course, when I heard 98, I was like, damn, 98? Like, whoa. Just aged me already.
He been around, man.
Definitely. And he looked good, man. All of them.
Yeah.
Guy Torry and Joe Torry.
Well, black don't crack.
Exactly.
Oh, man.
Unless you do crack.
And then it don't even crack. It just wrinkles.
Depending on how you approaching that crack.
Crack is
wow.
Crack is whack.
I ain't gonna sneak up on it, hell. I'm gonna go right to it. What you talking about? I'm approaching.
Well, I mean, I don't know. Depending on how she busted open. Which crack we talking
about? Okay, let's you got to sign off, man. This dude, that drink, look at there he go. Here he go again. Here he go.
What the problem is? What's your name? Say it. Toby. Good name.
Oh, wow. Boy, this cat, man.
Exactly, Justin. Wow.
Yeah, Justin.
Appreciate you, Information Man Show. Thank you for tuning in, man. This dude does a great job on YouTube, talking a variety of different topics. He's also got a new channel where
he's Information Man.
Yes, sir.
Talking about how to get onto YouTube and help to build your network and all that. He's a part of BSU Network as well. Sundays at 4 Central. Just fire shows every single week.
Make sure you send me that because I ain't seen him in a while. I was wondering.
Definitely. I'll send that to you. Final thoughts. Fat Tuesdays. Great recommendation. A-Trap. Great one, man. Great one.
It was awesome.
Who you going to, Vern?
A-Trap.
Oh, I didn't hear you say me. I'm sorry. I apologize. Man, it was just like I said. Joe Torry set the blueprint. He set the pace. He basically showed you if you want to do something, you need to do it with open hands. Mm-hmm. You got the uplift as you ascend. You got the uplift. One hand you climb, the other hand you lifting people up, and you can't be anything but successful. People should be looking at this and realizing that he really set the pace. And if you really want the pace to continue, you do like Joe Torry. That's what I was looking at a second ago. It's this dude. It's this comedian named Nate Jackson. He has a club in Seattle, Washington, where he's from. It's called a Super Funny Comedy Club. He used all his own money to put it together, and from what I understand, I've seen videos of it, and it looks excellent. So hopefully, that's the next iteration of this. And Nate, salute. Nate is the dude. He's in The Rock's TV show, The Young Rock or whatever it was.
Okay.
He played the Young Rock. Nate funny as hell, and hopefully this thing can continue because at the end of the day, man, he showed you, look, if you just put your pride to the side and work your ass off and network properly, you will be nothing but successful. So I loved it. And, I've watched it again just to hear some of the funny stories.
Yeah. Absolutely.
All right. Go ahead, Wilkes.
I'm right there with A-Trap on that. I mean, just watching this, seeing these celebrities and comedians now realizing that, hey, this is where I got my start. Because honestly, when I see these people, you see them as actors. And I knew they were stand up, but they also, hey, we had a starting point. I actually kind of related this to when we watched the one on Hulu when they had the it was like the Black Woodstock.
Right.
Yeah.
Summer Soul.
And they were talking about how the Black Revolution was, people were wearing their hair natural and the dashikis, and they were being creative. I felt like this was another revolution, like a movement for Black people, especially in the 90s. I mean, you had Kobe Bryant, you had Magic Johnson. I mean, you just had the Tupac. I mean,
it was a who's who.
Exactly. It was significant. It was big. It was like, and kind of like the lady had mentioned, we had movies and you had soundtracks to these movies. Boomerang, Set It Off, Jason's Lyrics. I mean, these movies produced big songs, whether they were just one song, but you went and bought that album because it had that one song or those two songs on it. But yeah, very significant, really big. I enjoyed it. I loved it. It was great. I learned some stuff watching this because a lot of things I wasn't aware of. I didn't know.
Let me add something to it. It kind of, not that I have my confidence have waned of what we're doing. It did make me realize that what we're doing, we're on the right path.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Sure. Doc?
Yeah, I mean, throw away my final comments. H-Rap inspired these, and that is that when your core and foundation is one of truly helping other people, you cannot help but succeed. And that's what that dude was about, man.
Yeah.
He wasn't putting Guy out there. That's not what his job was. That's not what his mission was. That's not what his agenda was. His agenda was literally to give Black comics a place to hone their skill and display their talent, man.
And I don't know if we're talking about the next two episodes or the next episode next week, but even when he said the transgender comedian,
this it, nigga. These ain't jokes.
Okay, well, these ain't jokes. But I mean, even with the transgender, and it made me think about Dave Chappelle.
Blaine Monroe,
he was putting this
another Chicago comic.
Yeah, I mean, it's big stuff, man.
Yeah.
And
he was backing Chappelle.
Yeah.
Was. So.
Oh, no doubt. Yep.
Absolutely. That's right. I did see an article on that.
So
he did on the Breakfast Club, Wilkes.
Oh, he's on the Breakfast Club too? Because I know there was a little small article that came out.
Yeah, that's what I saw, Wilkes.
Okay.
I didn't see the Breakfast Club, dude.
Yeah. And I'll say this, man, well worth it. I learned a lot about the comedy. The back end of these guys getting deals. I'm talking about movie deals, TV deals from doing this Fat Tuesday. A lot of people.
Yeah. This was not only informative, this was entertaining.
Yeah, so, it was really good.
That's why it's worth your time.
Exactly. And we didn't get a chance to get to it, but Nanette Lee, Doc sent me a video.
Yep.
That was Fat Tuesday, which she's doing here. So you talk about the impact of this mindset.
Yeah.
It's Fat Tuesday Dallas, right?
Yep. And they talked about it. In fact, there's a lot of urban nights all across the country that were born based off of this Fat Tuesday. They may call it.
Then he said it was global.
Yeah, they may call it something else on Mondays or something else on Wednesday or something else on Thursday, but it's based on this. And then all those clubs, just like this, those nights are carrying those clubs. Those are urban.
Exactly.
Man, it was really good.
It was good. Awesome. It was good. This was a great recommendation of many. I mean, A-Trap is recommended it quite a bit.
I'm a nerd.
I have to say, this might be kind of weird, but Fat Tuesday, watching this is almost like how Black barbers are significant to the community. Right. That's what I kind of felt like. Like it was that spot where you can just go cut up and hang out and chill. You got that local barbershop. And how, of course, Black barbership has become an art now. So it's very big.
I talked about that just yesterday with a friend's dad. The exact same thing. Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Rating 1 to 5 mics. 1 being the worst, 5 being the best. You guys can put in the comments if you've seen it. Or, when this show's over, go back and put it in the comments that, after you watched it, what would you give it? A-Trap, we'll go to you first.
I'm gonna go 4.5, man. It's because you guys said informative, entertaining, heartwarming. I mean,
definitely was.
I almost gave it a 5.
Nope, that's exactly where I was, man.
That's where I was at too.
Exactly where I was.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think we got a consensus there.
Solid 4.5.
5 too. I think 4.5 is
solid 4.5.
It's perfect. Yeah, it's perfect. It's now I did, of course, and you guys may know this, but Ben, I was wondering, like, I wonder why we don't see Godfrey on stuff like this. Is he not like in that realm of?
I don't think so.
I guess he's not.
He's good, but he ain't. No,
I
don't think so, man.
Godfrey, I don't know him.
There's probably half the people watching this don't know who Godfrey is.
Right.
I happen to see him live, and from that point forward, I recognize it. But before, he ain't that caliber, right? Yeah.
Godfrey, I don't, like I said, I won't lie and say I know him.
Right.
I'm familiar with him. We know the same people. Godfrey, for lack of a better term, went towards the white comedy.
That's 100% correct.
Yeah, I can see that.
100% correct.
He's
funny. He's still funny. He's funny, but he's like, who was saying that early on, man?
Pander to you, like pandering to the white.
Right. In this show, they talked about that earlier about how certain black comedians were even I know her name. What's the female comedian? That's
the lady from it was the lady from Night Court, Marsha.
No, not her. Not her. The new chick that was on. What's her name? Black chick. Got the mole right here. Tiffany Haddish. She even said that her comedy was more white comedy than she was. She was a black comedian doing white comedy as opposed to black comedian doing black.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So that's exactly right. A-Trap on Godfrey. That's exactly right.
He does good impersonations. I think that's kind of his
things.
Yeah,
he's great.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
that's when he started. He was part of a duo.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Like I said, I've seen him live. He's good, but he's just not.
He's
not what that was about.
Right. Gotcha.
He's circling around more urban now, but
yeah.
All right, what's coming up tomorrow on Queen 3 and King?
Tomorrow on Queen 3 and King, do women have it harder than men?
Yes.
And we have a special guest host from the Lunch Break Sports Show, Andre Jones, who has retired from radio after 40 years, but now is heavy on this podcast game. So again, he's on the BS3 network, BS3 TV every day at 12 o'clock Central Standard Time. And he's sharp. I mean, the consummate professional. So he's going to be on there tomorrow talking about women. Do they have it harder than men? And he's kind of afraid because he's scared of the queen. So this ought to be fun.
It's definitely going to be fun.
It'll be fun.
Looking forward to that. All right. End of the bench coming up tomorrow.
The end of the bench tomorrow. I'm gonna start off with this thing. It's gonna be a little edgy. Let me be an edgy week for me all week outside of me and my son's show. But tomorrow, talk about being pimped by cultural appropriation and being pimped. And the latest. This is a prediction. This is a warning per se. Kim Kardashian. Don't be surprised if Kim Kardashian is on the other end of the spectrum after her latest comments. She made some very right wing statement, and it's just another example of people come into our culture, use our influence to prop them up in front of the world.
Right.
They do something, and then they can always hold up that thing as a badge. She worked for criminal justice reform,
right,
and allegedly assisted in getting that woman released.
Mm-hmm.
But let's not forget who she was working hand to hand with. And then she made this statement yesterday. Well, no, it was a statement Thursday. You want to know how you be successful? Get up off your ass and work. And a lot of people don't want to work. That sounds very, for lack of a better term, Republican.
Their families want to talk.
Right. You laid on your ass and got famous.
We want to talk about the work she was doing?
Right. So, it's just that thing. And one of the bigger things I'm going to talk about tomorrow is support policy over people. Don't support H-Rap running for office. Support who he's voted for when he's been in office before. Like if I was running for school council, if I was running for city council, or being reelected, find out it is this app. Where is it? Forgot the name. Politicking. It's an app called Politicking, and it shows who these people who are running in your districts or in your city or for a state government, because every between to November and 2024, every seat in the House of Representatives, and I think all but 6 Senate seats are up for re-election. So this is your opportunity to get some reform. And so stop voting for people, stop voting for policy, because politicians are not our friends. Politicians, again, are not our friends. They are civil servants.
Party over country.
Exactly. Servants only work when you tell them.
Right.
And a couple other things I want to talk about. The Ryan Coogler thing, the Jesse, like people are looking. I think we have to start looking past the headlines and past the actual story, the facts that are being presented, like with this Jussie Smollett thing. Everybody looking at it, well, he was lying. You assume he was lying, and he was convicted of lying and lying. It's the story, and you go, oh, that's what's going on. But really, is what's happening. It's someone who I grew up with is being undermined. Her name is Kim Foxx. She's the state's attorney in the city of Chicago. She a black woman state's attorney, and it's a rash of these things going on in St. Louis. They tried to take this sister's law license because she's not prosecuting foolishness. They just spent a few $1 million in a city it's the third highest murders in the history of Chicago happened 2021. And we chasing Jussie Smollett, spending millions of dollars on that, but we're not funding other things. And it's the sister in Boston. They were giving her hell, and she get death threats. And that's what's really going on. They're undermining these black women who get in their office, and we assuming it's about these people who are not going to jail. Kim Foxx stopped arresting, like in Chicago. Kim Foxx, if you get an abundance of traffic tickets, Kim Foxx is not prosecuting you. Do you know it was guys being sent to the county jail for traffic violations? And Kim Foxx like, no, we're not locking you up in the midst of murderers, thieves, and rapists because you got a bunch of parking tickets.
Right. And then we have the nerve to get in an uproar because there's a black woman that's possibly going to be on the highest seat on the court.
Exactly. So these are the things that I'm going to talk about tomorrow. Let's stop looking at the surface and look at the why behind the why. Right. Y'all spent a couple $1 million on Jussie Smollett when the original plan that Kim Foxx had in place was to give him probation. He was going to walk, and the money they spent, they had accumulated the cost for the investigation, the initial investigation. He was going to pay the city of Chicago the $50,000 that they spent investigating the crime. Now it's a wash. He go left, and it's over. But we're really worried about, oh man, Jussie is a liar, and it's okay. But how many crimes are being committed that why ain't nobody talking about? Remember during the uprisings with our brother George Floyd, remember those 2 people pulling out guns and waving them at people? That's illegal. Their charges got dropped as well. How many times have we seen charges drop when it was people from other cultures and people who have a little affluence? As a matter of fact, these people waving guns at people who are peacefully protesting, and the president of the United States invite them to a dinner. Right. So these are the things that we have. We have to start watching the why behind the why, and that's what I'm going to talk about tomorrow. And like with the Ryan Coogler thing, everybody got mad at the sister, present company included. I was mad at her. Then I thought I had to unwind and think about it. She ain't properly trained, and that is a colonized mind working with the conditioning. Because if y'all get a chance, pull up the 911 call with that young lady. The stuff that she said, you can clearly hear that was her conditioning being at work. It was at work, and it was sad. And how, you at a bank and you call and the manager tells you to call 911 without.
Right.
If you listen to that 911 call, somebody at the bank should have stepped in. And I'll go into detail tomorrow. And if I can pull it up, I'll find the 911 call and play it. And it's just sad and it's disrespectful. But I'm telling you, I wasn't anti-vote, but I didn't vote the way I should have because I had this silly ass mentality of, hey man, they ain't doing nothing for us. And then again, I took a step back, started looking into civics and things of that nature. Start listening to people who are way more intelligent than I am and way more informed than I am. And then I realized civil servants. And then I asked, who I listened to for real? He wasn't talking directly to me, but I actually heard what I listened to what he said instead of just hearing it. Barack Obama, he was on some program, and he literally said, "This is what woke me up. You have to make me do this."
Isn't that what LBJ told Martin Luther King?
Make me do it.
You have to make me sign this Civil Rights Act.
And I'm telling you, folks, you don't get up off your ass and vote.
Yeah.
Forgot about that. I forgot to write that down. I want people to look into the Fugitive Slave Act. And if you look at the Fugitive Slave Act and you look at those laws about abortion that have been reenacted in the state of Texas, they read almost parallel. Fugitive Slave Act, if you escape from a plantation, anybody in the world can grab you and take you back. And if anybody helps you escape, they can be sued. And anybody who helped you in the secondary, they're held responsible too. The new abortion laws. If I go get an abortion, like in St. Louis, if I leave St. Louis and go to Illinois and get an abortion, the Uber driver that took me over to Illinois, can be sued.
The why behind
the why can be sued. This shit is starting to look very familiar, and people are not paying attention. If you don't start paying attention, you're gonna pay the consequence. Either pay attention or pay the consequence. So that's what I'm gonna be talking about tomorrow. And I'm gonna try to do it a little expeditiously because I do want to listen to this. I like listening to the dog show, and I hate that the show on Thursday runs long. Because I like listening to Justin's show as well. And then Thursday, Wednesday, me and my son, we do a bi-weekly podcast, basically 51-year-old man and a 29-year-old man having conversations about what's going on. So
that's real.
Real.
Nice.
So yeah. I told you he was a Riri.
Now, is that the Riri with the T-Rex arms, or is it the Riri with the drooling?
Neither one gonna be.
Next week on the forecast, what's on the list?
What is we gonna do?
I don't know, man.
What's on the list? Do we have another throwback or no?
Nah, it's too soon for a throwback, ain't it?
Okay,
Respect, that Aretha Franklin deal.
My kid's stepmama got a documentary out there.
We mentioned Janet, but then that's not on Hulu.
That's my kid's stepmama.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. No, that's the only. There's something. Why did I put on here turning? Okay, that may have been something else. Turning Everything White. Is that a documentary?
That's a documentary. I think that's a series.
Okay,
I hadn't seen that one.
That sounds interesting.
But that's the only thing we don't have any new.
I saw something this weekend. I didn't look at it, but I saw a preview of it, and it looked good. And if anybody just want to watch some good TV, that Magic Johnson, that Lakers series is pretty good.
I heard that.
I was thinking about that, but they're releasing a new episode every week on that one.
Yeah, every Sunday.
Yeah.
Is this?
Man, I'm telling y'all better watch Lovecraft Country, man.
I gotta finish it.
I'm telling y'all.
Is this Chris Rock Total Blackout? So is that new?
He's doing the same thing Dave Chappelle's doing.
Oh,
I
really?
haven't seen it.
It's just him. Is that the one with just him and Kevin Hart or somebody going on tour?
No, that was basically extended of his.
It was only in Jersey, I thought, though.
But Chris Rock is doing, from what I understand, Chris Rock is doing what Dave is doing, which is dope.
Okay.
Now there is a Samuel Jackson, a new one, where it's like he's an older guy trying to get his memory back.
That's what I saw.
It's on Apple TV.
Yeah,
I saw a preview of that.
That looks really good. But we can do Respect. Now, look like you got.
Isn't that a series?
Respect. No, that's a movie.
That's the one with, they had one that was a series, and then they did the one with J Hood.
Okay.
Yeah.
The one with the movies, the one with the singing girl.
Yeah.
The only person that should have ever played Aretha.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
because they had one that came on A&E, and then they did the one with Jennifer Hudson.
Yeah,
Okay.
the Apple TV one is
respect.
It's called Pedolini Gray. Oh, it's new episodes. So it's a TV show or like a series. So
so it's a series with the Samuel Jackson.
Yeah, but it looks good. There's another one with Mahershala Ali. It's called Swan Song.
Yeah, that was I only watched like 10 minutes of that. It was interesting.
It was kind of a sci-fi type thing, right?
Yeah. It was. It only watched like you knew it was going somewhere. It was a very slow beginning, but it was some bullet points that made you go, I need to watch this.
But now that H-Rap brought it up, I'm gonna have to finish Lovecraft Country. I'm gonna have to get back on.
Man, y'all cheating.
I stopped on episode 4, man. I gotta get back.
Hey, wasn't it picking up then?
It was picking up.
I'm telling you.
Because they started explaining that person who was following them in that car, because I didn't know who was following them in that car.
Boy, that's when it's finna get funky, boy.
Yeah, it's like, who is this?
I'm telling y'all, man.
Yeah.
Do not pay attention to those goons at the beginning. That has
right.
Yeah.
All right, so Swan Song or who got Apple TV?
I've got Apple TV.
Doc?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I figured that.
All right, let's do Swan Song.
All right, I'll make a note.
I like Mercer.
Remember sometimes.
I like Marshall Ali too. Yeah.
We'll be coming out with Blade. So
Blade, man.
All right.
I've been tempted to watch that Green. Is it Green Book? What is that movie?
That's good too.
It's a good movie.
I hadn't watched it.
I haven't watched that either. I
kind of want to watch it.
Definitely
shows the complications of America again.
Yeah.
Because it has a little racial tension, it has a little classism, and then his sexuality comes into play.
Right. I'll check it out.
It's dope. I liked it. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I'll check it out. There's a lot of movies I just got, and the funny thing is that I like watching the Oscars because I like watching movies. It's not about just what the speech is going to be about, or like even the foreign movies or the independent movies, like the movies that I don't know about. I like watching it, and I love to watch movies, but I'm so behind on movies, man.
I've never watched 1 second of the Oscars.
I think because I just love movies. I love.
Me too, but
I don't know.
When they say the Oscars on, I'm like,
yeah,
the tournament is too.
I think even as a kid, just growing up, my mom had me just watching those different movies, and so it's like that was the thing that I did. And like Turner Classic, like I'll watch Turner Classic movies. I like that. That's just who I am. So I was like, man, I gotta watch it. So because right now on HBO they had the Oscar, like an Oscar thing, and they had In the Heat of the Night was one of them, and then like they would show like another one, but you know I know we gotta go, but I'm just
it's this movie with the dude from Better Call Saul.
Oh, Nobody.
Interesting.
I hadn't watched that. It's called Nobody, right? Yeah, I hadn't watched it.
I haven't seen it all the way through. It's interesting so far.
I'll check it out. It's on my list.
All right, y'all. Hey, Trap, go ahead and close this out.
Y'all already know I got to salute Combat Jack and Reggie O'Shea, and first and foremost say thank you. Hey, if you're on YouTube, hit the like button, hit the share button, tell a friend to tune in every Monday and tune
real
in.
quick before you get rolling. Was my brother was he running a Fred Hammond shirt? Was it? I mean, what's his Bill Bellamy, not Fred Hammond, but Hampton.
Yeah, that was
Fred
the
Hampton.
Fred Hampton shirt. Yeah,
yeah, that was really nice.
That was dope. That was dope.
Bless.
No, not that one. Not that one.
Real blessed in this. Oh man.
Oh, sorry.
Every single Monday, we can't sing no songs.
We can't sing no
songs. Dog,
through with you, man.
All right.
Yeah, that was dope. I peeped that too. Well, yeah. Bill Bellamy had the dope Fred Hampton.
Play that Kawhi laugh for me right there.
Yes. Okay, sorry. Sorry, Dre.
All right, man. Reggie O'Shea, Craig Smith, salute to them. By saying dream those dreams and man up a woman up and live those dreams. Because life without dreams flows in black and white. Life with dream flows in technicolor surround sound. And y'all already know if I owe you something, I ain't got it. And if you need it, get it from God.
Oh, yes.
We out. Gee.